violence that occurred in the Owerri, prison was being, instigated by Nnamdi Kanu, and this, caused, panic in the court. What's your take as regards this?
Thank you for having me this morning. Sincerely speaking, I want to tell you the fighting against Nnamdi Kanu is just a waste of time. Why do I have to say this is that you could see this evidence they are bringing before the court are the same thing. Senior Justice Ezekome, who trashed all this thing, won it against the federal government under Buhari, who kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, was the same thing these people are presenting. And that's why I have said this initially, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is wasting Nigerian resources money. Why are you bringing the same evidence that Mark Ezekome have defeated the federal government under Buhari government? You are bringing the same thing. So for me, it's just a waste of time. Nnamdi Kanu instigate war in a way. It's just waste of, there's no proof. Come to look at it. The one that they just won the DSS, whereby they say, the NSAS in Lagos here, that Nnamdi Kanu is the one that instigated the NSAS protest, he bombed police station. The judge asks in his own wisdom, where are the evidence of this what you are claiming? Court does not deal they deal with facts and evidence. So for me, I think this is just a waste of time. So many people who have think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to use Nnamdi Kanu to play politics. It's a tactics to delay him, to delay maybe promptly to elections. He will release them. I think that is what is going on now. Because for me, all this evidence they are bringing before the court are meaningless. It does not hold water. It does not hold water in the sense that the major thing the Nigerian government need to focus on are these Fulani herdsmen who are terrorizing Nigeria today as we speak. As we speak today now, these Fulani herdsmen now are making life unbearable for people in Nigeria. Come to think of it, if you are in Lagos, moving from Lagos to Abuja now is a war. You can't hear it because you are afraid of Fulani men are coming after you to kidnap you, to fire people. Look at the cost of food in Nigeria today. People can no longer eat. People can no longer eat now because people are not going to farm anymore. It's because of the reason why you see that food is very expensive in Nigeria. So when you come to look at all this, and now the federal government are channeling their energy in Nnamdi Kanu, you could see that this is just a waste of time. Focus on people who are causing more danger to Nigeria. As we speak, Nnamdi Kanu is being accused of different things now, which the court have not seen any evidence with fact in all these things they are doing. So for me, federal government to focus on what is happening in Nigeria and leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. As we speak, now look at the video that is trending now, where Nigeria armies are not dialoguing with the Fulani bandits. Bayero now, one of the popular Fulani herdsmen now, is threatening Nigeria government that they should stop addressing them as a terrorist. Like they address them as a terrorist, they will continue causing mayhem in Nigeria. So you can see all this threat and all that. You see federal government, they are folding their hands. I've said it time without number. Buhari hate Igbos. Buhari came to revenge the Biafra war, knowing that Biafra will have won the war against Nigeria. But because of the British who is making Nigeria, who have called other countries, Russia, to fight Biafra, that make Nigeria government to defeat Biafra, was what Buhari came in to unleash his anger on the Biafra. That is why every average Igbo all over the world, you watch this my video, share it massively to your contact. Share it massively. I have tell you that no, you don't need anybody, any prophet to tell you that this country hates Nigeria. When Omotosho came out and said that there is an agreement between Fulani and Yoruba that Igbo man will not rule Nigeria, do you think it's plain? If it's plain, I will have tell you that the federal government will have forced Omotosho to come and prove it. But they know that what Omotosho is saying is truth. And that's why you can see federal government are not going to Omotosho. As we speak today now, let's agree now that there is an agenda, there is an agreement that Fulani and Yoruba say Igbo man will not become a president. Who is the middleman? Who make them to sign the agreement? It is the British. The day Igbo man will rule this country, Nigeria will be liberated from the hand of the British. Until the war will come to an end, the best Igbo man can do is to exist from this country, because they will never allow them to become a president of Nigeria. And if you see everything now, the reason why they are putting Nnamdi Kanu in this torture, in this thing, is because Nnamdi Kanu is ready to liberate his people. What is the sin of Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu come and conduct referendum in the southeast. If the majority of the southeast said they want to remain in Nigeria, answer Nnamdi Kanu will return back. We don't have Nnamdi Kanu cannot force anybody to leave Nigeria. But if you conduct referendum and majority people say we are going because we have been marginalized, we have been put aside, we have been left over, then so be it, allow us to go. We have Wazobia in Nigeria. The Igbo, the Yoruba, the Hausa. Now Igbo Wazo have been removed. Oh, the only thing we have now was Wazo Bia has been removed. Wazo is what we have now, which is the Yoruba and the Hausa. So these people, in all honesty, they have every right to say they want to exit from Nigeria because they have been marginalized for so long. After the Biafra war, we have got one called the Igbo. But once see all the whole money of people there, use it. At the end of it, they were giving them 30 pounds. People who have £1,000,000, they seize it, they give them. At the end of it, all this same set of people, they came back, they were much stronger than the Hausas. They were much stronger in Yorubas, in terms of economy in Africa. Why are you still hold grudges against them? And that's why I insist that if Tinubu want to be fair for this judgment, he should invite Buhari, Malami, and what is it called? Lai Mohammed, Igige, the rest of them, let them go and face trial. How they kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. Without all this name, I call for you to try. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with due respect, is wasting Nigeria's taxpayer money. Many people are hungry. Children cannot go to school. Every day, Nnamdi Kanu go to court. Millions of naira has been budgeted, wasting on this thing. We have major things that we need to attend to. So for this, you will agree with me, the viewers. Drop your question or your comment. Share this video massively. Like this video because the gospel must be preached.
Okay, but one of the point that was raised in the court was when the witness did it. He said that what he raided the ASN camp, there in the southeast, and what they found was alarming. That they found heads of human beings and what saw ESN eating human beings. They were eating human beings, but I don't think there were video of this or proof of this. And at the same time, he also said what a certain man, called Onyami, said the Nnamdi Kanu ordered for 2,000 call for the Nnamdi Kanu called told the ESN to get 2,000 head, but they were able to get 30 head. But do you not think? But this was a publication from Vanguard. They didn't bring their own evidence. What do you think? What's your take as regards this?
I've said time without number that Justice J.Omotosho, the senior judge who is in the charge of this case, Nnamdi Kanu, is a big fish. As it is now, Biafra is now a global issue. It's not an issue that Nigeria thinks is only them that is involved. The world is watching what is transpiring, what is happening in the court on a daily basis. As we speak now, the United States of America, they are watching what is happening. In Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, Donald Trump, Putin of this world, the rest of the world, who believe in the sovereignty, who have fought for their referendum, fought for their freedom, they know what is going on. So as we speak right now, all this thing they are bringing, there's no evidence. Where is the evidence that Nnamdi Kanu ordered for 2,000 heads? And we're able, see, all these things are fabricated lies that without no evidence to prove. I can come as well today and say, oh, Nnamdi Kanu send me to go and do this and do that. Where is the proof? So for me, for crying out loud, these people are just wasting people's time. All the one that DSS has done brought mass space people to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu. Where is the evidence? Most of them are being asked questions they cannot answer properly. Most of them, what is the law that is guiding for? What is the law? They were asking the guy, one of the DSS that was marked to speak against Nnamdi Kanu. They were asking you were aware that Nnamdi Kanu were bring from Kenya unlawfully to Nigeria. What is the law guiding? How many days can somebody who has been brought to stay with you? The guy could not have an answer to give. So to tell you that they just went randomly pick people from the east, from the southeast, and pay them money and pay them to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu. How will you say it if they cannot justify what they have come from? And that's why you are seeing even the DSS are denying that they don't know Nnamdi Kanu whereabouts. And this is why I still go back. We have Buhari still alive. Malami is still alive. Malami once said, the video is still on the public domain, that Nnamdi Kanu we saw with weapon and let him come and testify to the court and bring the proof that there are AK-47 they saw with Nnamdi Kanu. When it was, it's the same court now telling us that Nnamdi Kanu is not found weapon. Now they are telling us that the radio Biafra he brought is now the atomic bomb Nnamdi Kanu secretly bring to Nigeria. Why are we doing like this? As we speak now, we are seeing videos that are flying in the public domain where people are dropping weapons for Fulani herdsmen in the bush to terrorize us in the south here. They have not paid attention to this. Why is it Igbo? What is the sin of Igbo in Nigeria? If you don't want Igbo to be, allow them to go. Igbo just have 5 states because they've been marginalized. Part of them were called to the middle belt, part of them were called to the south. Most of the south region are Igbos, but one allow him to be used by British, and they divided, they cut Igbo, they marginalized them for 5 states. Out of that 5 states, let them allow the 5 states to go. We have 36 states plus the FCT, which is 37 in Nigeria, for crying out loud. If you remove 5, how many will remain? It will remain 31 with Abuja. Is there 31 and not enough to form a country? Allow these 5 people to go and manage themselves. The few politicians in the southeast cannot determine whether there will be a referendum in the southeast or not. Because this set of people, they are there for their personal pocket. They are there for their personal gain. And that's why you can see somebody like Oji Kanu, Alaji, Oji Kanu now will tell you that I am not a politician, I'm a businessman. This is a man who has been a governor of Abia State for 8 years. A man who has been a senator for how many years? But he will tell you in the public without any fear, say I'm not a politician. If you are not a politician, who are you? What is your business? What are you doing in the National Assembly? All your life, what business have you done that make you to acquire money? What Oji Kanu and Theoji could not do 16 years is what Alesoti is doing for 2 years. So for you to see that Nigerian politicians, they are there for their selfish reason. It doesn't matter where they come from, whether you are Yoruba politician, Igbo politician, Hausa politician, they are there for their own personal interest. And I tell you that if Nigeria were to be a country who value leadership, who value people who have an IQ, Nnamdi Kanu will have been treated like egg today. Because everything he has talked about the Fulani herdsmen, marginalization, jihadists, everything has come to pass. Look at the case, what is going on in Benue right now. 200 people were murdered. They were not just murdered, they were burnt to ashes. Beyond recognized, the people who not recognize that. The worst part of it, children were involved in this thing. They were in this is the genocide of it all. Even the Israel and Iran that are throwing bombs for themselves. The casualty people who have died are not up to this number that told you. Israel and Hamas that have been fighting over going to 2 years now, people they have died compared to people who have died in Benue in 6 months now cannot be compared to the number. Russia and Ukraine that have been bombing themselves over 3 years now. Check the number of people who have died in Russia and in Ukraine cannot be compared to the number of people that have died for 2 years of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Nigeria to speak. Who have done this one to us? Who have been with us? When you talk, some group of people will tell you that Nigeria is non-negotiable. To hell with whoever will tell you that Nigeria is non-negotiable. The vision is the solution. Since they don't want to restructure it, divide everybody, divide this country, let everybody go on their peaceful way. Because as it is now, currently right now, everything is falling apart in Nigeria. Fulani now believe that they own Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to them. These people, they are no number, are not up to 5 million. As we speak right now, these are people are not, they are not, many of them are not Nigerians. They came from Sahel. What makes you think that Buhari invests so much in Nigeria? Why is Nigeria not asking questions? You left Nigeria, you built university in Niger, you bought fleet of car for them, you tied their road. Amechi, the same Amechi who is running up and down to overtake Buhari, Tinubu now. What did he do when he was the Minister of Transportation? He was investing in Niger, doing things in Niger, railway, building university. The same manner he want to become president. President by foot. As things is going on, America have predicted that Nigeria might not survive 2030. And if you look at it way, whether you like it or not, Bola Ahmed Tinubu might likely finish his 8 years where he's going. Maybe paraventure. What America is predicting about Nigeria ending will end in 2030 if the Biafra did not come before them.
United Nations and EU, they should come now and ECOWAS to warn Nigeria, because this is a silent genocide going on.
Creation form for this item he brought. What's your take as regards him going to the court?
I think Nigeria is just making a noise. You know why Nigeria is making noise? There was never a time in the history of this country a case was transferred from court of jurisprudence to a hall, to a headquarter, to rooms and flats. BSS headquarters does not supersede court. If that this case is being treated at the court, Supreme Court, I think every canale in and outside Nigeria will give J.Omotosho kudos and pass mark. But we are seeing what he has done. He has compromised. I'm telling you, it is always like this. I'm telling you, J.Omotosho, I know in the past has changed chameleon. What is Nnamdi Kanu doing at DSS headquarters? That place is that the spring court. And still, let me tell you, United Nations and EU, they should come now and ECOWAS to warn Nigeria, because this is a silent genocide going on. Ethnic cleansing is going on in Nigeria. Now, Nnamdi Kanu should come out from there. Ethnic cleansing in silence. Systemic ethnic cleansing. They are using this kind of emotional tactics to bring the Igbo man down after 70, 69, 68, 67. So what I'm saying is that it is of no use. It is a mere absolute nonsense. Anything going on today at DSS headquarters is absolute nonsense. Tinubu has paid the testifiers and the so-called Ari Womo Wolo Abi, what is that his name, to make this kind of plea in the court, and James agreed. James has actually rubbished the legacy he represents before commencement of this case. If you ask me, I will tell you that he has compromised, and I don't care. I'm being blunt on my word, and I'm telling you that place could never have superseded Spring Court. Court is court. Town hall could never be court. Town halls, headquarters. No. The institution we know where cases are adjudicated for is court, not DSS headquarters. What is going on now is systemic genocide, ethnic cleansing of the highest order. A particular tribe in Nigeria has been brought down since 58 years ago. And that isn't enough. That's why there's a gang up again among the Fulanis and the Yoruba hegemony to bring the same tribe down. I'm telling you, court should be court. Nnamdi Kanu transferred case to Nnamdi Kanu's case transferred to DSS headquarters is a lacuna of law. It has never happened in the history of this country.
But they say he has incited violence, and at the same time, he talked, his message, his broadcast was talking about secession of Nigeria, which
I'm telling you, his broadcast has nothing to do with violence. It has to do with self-determination. Referendum, self-defense, referendum should be conducted. Nnamdi Kanu case is transferred to DSS headquarters, while Fulani herdsmen are going freely in Nigeria, working freely with AK-47 and AK-59. I think it's the right time. I don't want this Igbo veteran war. Yeah, Igbo war veterans in America to be warning and warning. They should come here. They should come en masse. If there are 1 million, they should come here with their aircraft and land in Abuja.
We saw their leader here.
Their leader Onya is here. We want them to come en masse to show Nigeria, to play film for Nigeria. They want to on-film, make Nigeria watch. Because this is genocide going on silently in Nigeria. Igbo man is in confinement for how many years now? And Fulani herdsmen are free, killing people, killing everybody. The state actors keep quiet. You don't tell me that the Fulani herders were not paid by the state actors. Government agencies themselves, they know about Fulani herders killings across Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu case, I think they have compromised, and I will never give credit to J.Omotosho again. Whatever he likes, he should do. All I know is that Nigeria is up to something, and whatever they want, they will see it.
Okay, and lastly, they said Nnamdi Kanu broadcast, allow this economy of the Southeast to dwindle, to go down. Is that true?
The economy of the Southeast, when does it begin to be the economy of Nigeria? The headache of Igbo man, when has it started being the headache of Nigeria? The economy, Southeast has no project from federal government of Nigeria. Southeast has been neglected since 1970. You don't tell me it's part of Nigeria. Southeast is agitating for sitting away from Nigeria. We have nothing to do with Nigeria. What are you saying? Southeast, you are talking about right from the time of an electronical. An electronical step in, immediately Babangida come down. An electronical step in, Abacha step in, Abdul Salam. What is stopping Nigeria from giving Ike Nwachukwu to replace Abacha? so that within a short period we conduct election and bring whoever that will come in. Then they bring Abdul Salam. Igbo man, we are all over Nigeria army. They are in the army. So you sideline a place, you see, say that place is part of you. Oga, we are not part of Nigeria. Southeast will never have been. When you turn your back on us, you are still telling us we are part of it. And this is what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. What are you telling me? Transferring a case from court to DSS headquarters. DSS headquarters has nothing to do with the Department of Judiciary. It's an agency housing the entire DSS operatives, their logistics, equipments, and apparatus. Yes, everything is within that DSS headquarters. So what are you telling me? So you transferring the case there because Igbo man have no say? Okay, we are not part. I'm telling you, what man the Kanu is agitating for the right of every Igbo man, for his right, for my right, and we the Igbos will support him. So let me tell you, every Igbo man you see are the indigenous people of southeastern region. They are all indigenous people of Biafra. Stop telling me that all those Kanu is saying this. No, are indigenous people of Biafra. That's the land where we come from. No, wait. In English they confuse you. Wait. In the English they confuse you. Indigenous, the land, people, Biafra, every Igbo man. What are you saying? Is that the language that confuses people?
Yes, the court last time, that being on the 13th, said that they are returning Nnamdi Kanu to Abuja to the DSS, irrespective of the transmitter. Now the transmitter, is transmitter a sin? Is it a crime? That is the question. First, is it an offense? No. Then you are now saying they said he smuggled it, the transmitter, into the country. Then if the transmitter was smuggled into the country, what do you have to do? You seize it. Then if that transmitter is so important to him that he needed it so much, he will pay the dues and retrieve it back. Is that not so? If it is a contraband, then you seize it, which I never believe that a transmitter is not part of the contraband in Nigeria. But if they see it as one, let them seize it. Does it warrant him to be detained or being kidnapped or being beaten or being sent to jail? No. Then if you can see Nnamdi Kanu and accuse him of smuggling transmitter into Nigeria, how did the Boko Haram get their arms? How did the Boko Haram get what they are using, those bullets and those guns? Is it not smuggling? Have Nigeria ever go to make inquiry how did they smuggle those things into the country and how come he enter? Have they ever arrest those people and send them to court or detain them in the cell? That is the question. But because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man, Igbophobia, and that is why they are taking it. You say they did not obtain what is it? Custom declaration. He did not obtain custom declaration. Good and fine. He did not obtain custom declaration. To him, he believes it's not a contraband. To him, he believes it's not a crime.
But they say he concealed it with household items so that the custom will not know what is inside.
Okay, whichever way that he has done it to make sure that he brought it into the country. Now you, the customs, now you have discovered and you have known that such a thing have entered. Then what are you supposed to do? Is it not to seize it? How many people are in cell or in detention as a result of smuggling something into this country? I want to know. Because a lot of things have been smuggled in Nigeria, which Customs and Federal Republic of Nigeria knows, and they even know those people. Yet, how many of them have appeared in the court? How many of them have been arrested? And how many of them have been detained? But so far, so good. Today, we will see the outcome, what the judge has to say concerning this. We will hear what the judge has to say regard to this. because there is a lot of things. Thank God they said that they did not see anything like arms or weapons. Thank God they did not see weapons, they did not see arms, they did not see gun, neither did they see any bullet. They say he only smuggle. Good and fine is only smuggle. But where I will not be happy regard to what is going on is at the end of the day, if there is any illegality regard to what is already on the ground. Because if there is at all that Kanu should go to jail over any crime which he has not committed. So far, so good, he has not committed any crime. And if I thought that he has committed crime, the kidnapping of him is enough. I get to know. The kidnapping of him is enough to end every jail times. According to the law and constitution. You know, one thing is that in Nigeria don't know their laws. And I believe that they are not dealing with a coward, neither are they doing it with a man that don't know the law, his right. They are dealing with somebody that knows his right and know the right of this, the constitution of this country. Ibophobia. But so far so good. No bother. We are waiting for them. And we want to see them. We want to hear what they have to tell us. And what is it not tomorrow? Everything will be rounded up. Then I will now see their conclusion regard to this case.
But they said Nnamdi started violence with his broadcast, you know. I said that I even secession talk, you know.
What do you mean by the word sensation?
Division. He wants to divide Nigeria with his message.
Good and fine. What do you understand by the word inciting violence? Please, and please, is agitation against the law? You say somebody incited violence? T.Y. Danjuma, self-defense, is it a violent talk? Is it the only one that have made this statement? No. And before he made the statement, if you say he started violence, before he started to make the statement, was there anything like violence in the country?